So we have 3 courses developed. The first course, with the content and the practicum, is 5 hours. The second course the same, and the third course is 3 hours. So there are a total of 13 hours in this certificate program, and it's called Infant Family Studies Certificate. So the first 2 semesters with the practicum are rigorous. The coursework, as long as you do your reading and follow the assignments and discussions and call and check in, it's fine. It's a solid college level course.
That first semester was infant toddler growth and development with the learning practicum associated with it. So we learned more information about the different development milestones and the different domains of development, 0 to 3. And then I also had the opportunity to observe that age. It's not just information about development in the different domains. It was this focus and this foundation that was starting to build in my head about how development is interrelated and how it's not just one separate thing that a child is working on. It's so much more. The instructor, Pamela Siegel, is also just amazing. So if you call her for support, and she encourages that, in fact, you have to call in for support. It's a part of your grade. But when you do call in for support and you ask for that support, she really embodies that reflective practice.
Being in the field of home visiting, I want to take every opportunity to just further my education on families and family dynamics. And the more educated I am, the more I feel like I can educate families and strengthen those families.
I mean, it's really, in the beginning, it's really, time consuming. You have to rearrange your whole schedule, class schedule, work schedule for everything to work out. And it seems like a grueling process, but the end result, you look back at it and you're like, I'm glad I took that class, or this class has helped me so much. And even just building your resources to know, I'm able to reach out to so-and-so and ask them questions about, what's going on in our center, or how to further help, the kids in the classroom, things like that. So I think, these classes are, more than just to, further education. It's, information that, everybody should know.
Instead of teaching a class that is made up of milestones, children walk at this age, children talk at this age, we wanted to reframe that and look at what's happening in the family, where the child is, how old is the child, and then we look at the relationships between the child and the parent. And so we are learning, and again, this process is taking a while, that refocus from child-directed to relationship-directed, so that we're helping support the parent in supporting the child. When you are emotionally available, which is what we want our parents, caregivers, to be with their child, you hear and see more.
It allowed me to kind of step out of my role for a little bit and just be, pure excitement as if a parent were to, hear that for the first time or see that for the first time. So it's almost like getting a different pair of glasses that you're able to look at, but you're looking at the exact same thing.
Through the course, we did practice different interview styles, so it kind of helps because every family is unique and every culture is unique, and every home that you're going to walk into is going to be a little bit different. So having those different interview styles and those different ways of speaking to families allows you to connect with the family at their level.
But when you develop a relationship with the parent, you develop a relationship with the family, there's this enhancement to the services and what they get out of it, and that's what it's really all about. So I've learned a lot just about my own practice and changing things up to meet the family where they're at. Relationships are now like this more prominent focus for me than it was previously in the past, where I was looking at just like overall development and maybe family dynamics and stuff. So when I started to look at those kind of things, I started to change the way that I interacted with the family.
Families feel empowered when they come up with an idea that they hadn't thought of. Like, oh, I wonder if I did it this way, I wonder if that would work. And that's when you're in your head, you're like clapping, and you're going, yeah. The parent was able to use her ability to think about the child.
Overall, in any community, being able to use what resources you have and make that known to the community. We have children, and we need to support them, we need to love them, we need to do what we can to help them grow developmentally, because ultimately at some point or another those children are going to go off to school, and our hope is that they're going to come back and help their community, use what they've learned to come back and help them. And being that I come from a Native community, that's something that we're always taught. Go out and get your education. Whatever you learn, you bring it back to your people and you help your people. And so it's the same for any community. How we treat our children, how we take care of them is going to be how they're going to come back and take care of their community, because that's where everything started. One of the biggest differences I noticed was the way I observe, the way I document, and how I present that to parents in order for them to be able to understand from our viewpoint what certain things look like, what to look for at home. So it's really helped me grow in that area.
So it's been really beneficial, not only just to have that additional knowledge base that I really needed, but also to start having this understanding of like how to seek out and how to accept the support that I need to be a good professional.
I think any class that can help you be a more educated and learn more knowledge and be a more well-rounded home visitor is something that every home visitor should do. Or if you're just looking into the field of home visiting, getting a certificate of this kind gives you the tools in order to be effective in the homes. I feel like it can never hurt you to take these courses. It can only better you as a professional and as a home visitor.